There, that's better. Let's try that. Yeah, I was muted. I was totally muted. How's everybody this morning? Good morning. We got a couple of flights coming in to Toronto this morning. One out of North Bay, one out of Atlanta, and I think one out of JFK. I feel a lot more prepared this morning and not quite so, oh my God. But I had a good sleep, coffee. I got the 3D printer going this morning. Building a mic stand for the MV7. Because of Joe and Zodius, I decided to get one of these so that I can fist bump just like Joe. I'm just fucking with you. I would never do that. That would be absolutely wrong. The thing that I don't like about it, and it's going to take me a long time to get used to, is to actually have a microphone like that you talk into. I've never done that. I've always worn a headset. It's always what I've done. But actually, Joe, if you're here, I do have a question for you. You use the headset. Is that to talk through Discord and listen to Discord? And then is your ATC going through the Shure? How actually are you doing it? Oh, it's fist slam, not fist bump. Well, same thing. How do you have your audio set up? Like, what are you actually using the Shure for, or is that for Discord and the headset for your ATC and communications? That's what I'm wondering. Because I'm not sure why you couldn't use just the headset for everything. I'm really not 100% sure why, unless it's just for the audio quality, if that's what you're going for. Not 100% sure. I just don't know how that works. So anyways, guys, we're just waiting. We've got a couple of planes. I've been keeping an eye on the flight plans. There's a couple of flight plans that are coming in. I got to keep refreshing it because it's changing all the time. But we've got Jazz 123 coming in from Atlanta. Wow, we've got November 54 Delta Charlie and November 070 Sierra Bravo both coming in from North Bay, unless one of those was a mistake. And yeah, it's then down further. Oh, the Eastern 7-Eleven is coming in from Atlanta as well. So not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, no problem. Your ATC is your headset. Stream gets MV7. However, it's kind of redundant. All could be used with the MV7. The audio quality on the headset is garbage compared. Yeah. So for me, it's the gain and just trying to get used to how close you have to talk into the damn thing. Because I don't play the you got to talk right into it kind of a thing. For me, an ideal distance would be 6-7 inches, but I don't know if it can be set up for that because I think it would be it'll pick up too much ambient noise that way. We'll have to see. Hey, Quirt, thanks for lighting the torch, man. I might need it. I might actually need it today. It's not going to be too bad. Let's have a look at what drone's got. Oh, he's doing amoeba too. That's awesome. I'm okay with that. So he's 3560. Oops. Yeah, so I installed it. I installed that app, and there's not a lot you can do with it, but yeah, I'll have to play around with it. Squat 3560 for him. How's it going, Flying Tommy? Hope you're well. Not used to seeing you online when it's daylight in the UK. Yeah, well, I just figured I'd give this a go. I feel a little better today doing this than I did yesterday. I kind of feel like I'm a little more prepared. I got all my notes and all kinds of wonderful things going on here. A little more on the ball. I think what happens is with this, until I get comfortable doing this again, I'll probably end up ignoring you guys in the stream more than what I was trying to do yesterday. I was trying to be more interactive yesterday, and then I got behind. And when I was behind, and I panicked, and then I got calls wrong. And although I'm going to make mistakes, I'm going to make mistakes all the time. Although I'm going to make mistakes, it's one of those things that I'll be all right. It'll be good. I'm not worried. You lots of torches, yes. And serving fresh coffee, Quirt. Thank you. I've got a really nice fresh coffee here. He'll smash it. Well, I'll get better at it, Flying Tommy. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get real comfortable with it for sure. And then once I've got the approach controller down perfect in my mind, then I'll expand to center. So it's not too bad. Like I said, the biggest thing for me is just chill, take it one airplane at a time as they come, and go from there. So I've got Eastern 7-Eleven, Jazz 123, 54 Delta Charlie, and then there was another one that was November 070 Sierra Bravo. And they were amoeba. Oh, so when you're busy, you mean you have to look at the scope and ignore chat, otherwise you screw up the airspace? My God, I wish someone showed you that already. I can actually hear your voice right now. I can actually hear your voice saying that as you say that. I can hear you saying it because we were having this discussion last night. Yes, you're 100% right. Yeah, I actually prefer mornings as well. If it's after 9 o'clock, I prefer that for sure. Motosua, how are you? Good to see you. I was going to respond to your message this morning, but I saw you were in Do Not Disturb, so I didn't want to bother you, but really good to see you. Well, good morning, Bryce. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, what's this? I don't know why this did that. Oh, appreciate it. I do prefer mornings. If it's after like I said, I don't like early mornings. Like I get up for work at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I can honestly say that that is not my favorite time to get up in the mornings. Joe, marry me. Yeah, I. That's exactly Joe. For me, I learn by doing a lot better. 100%. I learn by doing. Uh oh. There he is. Okay. Yeah, I totally learn by doing. I learn way better by doing than I do by reading a book. I've always been that way though. It's nice because it's quiet and dark. Yes. In the summer times, in the summertime, not summer times, in the summertime, I get up. I'm up pretty early because the camper gets filled with sunlight and all that stuff, and then I just want to go outside and do shit. Grab my coffee, start a fire, just relax. I like to do that in the summer. Yeah, it's almost 10 for you, Bryce. It's almost 11 here. Uh-oh, that sun's going to be a problem. Go away, sun. You're causing a glare for me. Nearly 4 in the afternoon there, Flying Tommy. It's happening, Joe. A three-way marriage. That's funny. Court, you're not sure if you'll fly today. Well, that's fine. You can just chill, man. That's what it's all about. Oh, so Quirt, really? See, I had to actually modify the one airplane to work with 2020 because it wouldn't recognize it as a proper plane. I gave up on the on-air thing. It's not really for me. I like to fly when I want to fly, where I want to fly, and I'm not a big fan of being told I can't. That glare might be a problem. We'll have to see how this goes. If I kind of scooch over in front, it's going to start washing out the camera here in a minute. So, I wonder who's going to come first. Is the Eastern going to come or is the Jazz going to come? No, I don't think they do feel interested in fixing stuff. Oh, I know why you were giving so much crap about your video map. Then again, I'll help you learn where everything is. My video map? What are you talking about? I wasn't giving trouble about video map. What are you talking about? It's all set up with ranges, Joe. So when I'm in close, I only get my runway fixes, and then I get my SIDs, and then I can have SIDs and stars, and then just stars. I specifically leave those waypoints on there to help me for now. I can clear more of them off eventually, but yeah, we'll see you later, Bryce. I'll be flying in the airplane tonight. Motosua. It'll come back. I'm just eating. I don't want to eat on camera. I don't do that. I refuse to do that. I have a few bites. I have a few bites, and then I'll turn it back on. All the fixes and markers, I know you have them on to learn, hence why I'm not busting your balls. Yeah, exactly. AJ actually wasn't too pleased at first, but this rendition is way better than the other rendition I have. And obviously, when you get out to this, it's gone. I like the blue outer marker showing me the entire YZ or ZYZ airspace. So that's why that's staying. I mean, some of these down the sides, I don't need these for Minneapolis and Cleveland, New York, Boston, or New York and this has got to be New York off Montreal. I'm not sure who this one is here. But yeah, definitely one of those things I like, and there's a reason why I specifically, yeah, I have them on just so I can get used to them. I mean, the funny thing is most of them are the same as years ago, but some of them have changed. You have to. You're a perfect example of mentorship, you and Matt, because you guys have the picture in your head. I don't have the picture in my head yet. Exactly, Quirt. I would never eat on camera. I didn't know you did that. I didn't know you had a VA. So, Joe, that's why I stream, because it gives me a reason to fly somewhere. And I get to experience new things. I like to experience new things. I think that's on the Microsoft side, though, to be honest with you. I think it's on the Microsoft side why most of the problems that exist. Microsoft changes things so bloody often. Nope. You're not an oddball. I fly at Quirt. There's a lot of people that gave up on it. I'm not there yet. I've managed to do enough tinkering with it to be able to get um, it to fly at least somewhat decently, but I'm still not happy. I mean, obviously, Joe always busts my balls about it. You lose one engine. Slant Alpha Adventures! Fuck yeah! Subscribing with Tier 1, that's awesome. A year, dude? Really? That's 12 months, buddy.
Adventures Tier 1 sub. OMFG a year.
That is awesome, Slant Alpha. Thanks, buddy. Joe, you bust my balls for it all the time, but yeah, the horsepower trying to get the Blackhawk rendition to get to work is just not going well. The horsepower is very bad, and I think it's internally Microsoft Flight Sim. If you lose an engine, it doesn't know what to do with it. That's why you still keep your speed. All right, it looks like the Eastern is up and the Jazz is up. And 5-4 Delta Charlie is up. Those guys will still be a while before they're here. There's the Eastern 711. Jazz is not up yet, actually. Jazz is still on the ground. None of the flight strips have populated yet, Joe, and I'm not sure why. So if I go over to the flight plans and I see if I can see November 5-4 Delta Charlie's, and I look at this plan, error occurred forwarding the flight plan, which is why it probably didn't print automatically. They're already departed. Yeah, what was the time on the flight plan? You see. So scheduled departure was 15:50, yep, which was 10 minutes to 11. 21:02:06. The date and time are correct. That happened last night too, actually. It happened last night as well. Drone's flight plan didn't come in on the flight strips. Oh no! What do you mean flight plan has been canceled? I just wanted to cancel editing the fucking thing. Are you shitting me? You gotta be kidding me. Whoops. You should be. Cancel means I don't want to edit the fucking thing, not cancel. I want to cancel the flight plan. Fuck's sakes. Hmm. Well, we'll do it this way. QT, left click, number 5-4 Delta Charlie, SR. He was 3560 B350. Red is bad. Yeah, red is very bad. Apparently, red is very bad. Which call sign through the flight strip issue? It was November 5-4 Delta Charlie. And when I went to look at the flight plan, I saw, or edit the flight plan just to be able to read the whole thing in the times. I saw a cancel button there, and I thought cancel meant cancel the edit. I hit cancel, and it canceled the flight plan. Red is bad, but anyway. Yeah, so it didn't, it was a proper flight plan, and the flight plan, it said it was active. I'm the idiot that canceled the flight plan. It wasn't him. Ricky Bobby, how's it going this morning? Now I can actually go back though to the flight plan list because I don't have the other flight strips yet, unless they'll get handed over when they come through. So we'll see what happens. And then the other one was EAL 711. Oh, so that one is currently active. You don't have that flight strip, print flight strip isn't there. DC Jets, good morning. How are you this morning? By the way, my 320 flight computer died the other day. Had to fly manual the whole way. Oh, Quirt, that's funny. Oh, for sure. It can be a lot of fun. I can hear him keying up, but he's still too far away, I think. Learning ATC is fun. I recently got my S1 of VATSIM, was about to start controlling myself this morning. Well, good for you, DC Jets. That's great. That's good for you, man. I should make sure that I have. I think, Drone, that was the same problem you had the other night. I could hear you keying up, but I couldn't hear your audio. So you might want to try your COM1 and COM2 and see if you are transmitting. I hear you keying up, and I should be able to hear you by now. So 121.9, 124.75, and 118.35. Correct. That's all good. Interesting that I've got 2 tracks on him, though. Well, time for me to go plug in. Have fun pushing tin this morning. I will. Thanks, DC Jets. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, Kurt. It does feel that way sometimes, doesn't it? Oh, I can barely hear you. Barely hear you. But you're quiet, but you're there. You just disconnect and reconnect. I think it might be just choppy. But you're close. I can almost hear you now. Yes. I don't know if that's an actual real life thing. Fess hates that movie.
Five four Charlie.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, Toronto, good morning. Your radar identified. Current altimeter Toronto 2988. Information Lima is current. Descend pilot's discretion to 8,000.
9 or 8.
I'm not sure why his audio is like that. Might be because he's coming in. November 5-4 Delta Charlie, turn right heading 240. Now, why can I not get the bigger data block? Um, November 5-4 Delta Charlie, expect runway 23. Expect runway 23, descend and maintain 5,000. Yeah, there's something with his audio. There's something going on with his audio. I should hear him clear as day today. That's why. Uh, November 5-4 Delta Charlie. Descend 3000. Cleared ILS approach runway 23. Oh, what's all this? Sorry, I'll catch up in a second there, Quirt. I'll just look here. Lots of stuff to fix on air. Need more careful with swaps proper state. CJ4 is useless with 900 range, but at least it doesn't require co-pilot like long to bug. With so few planes, it's critical the stats are correct. They do their job. They did listen to me on the 787, but they fought me on it. They didn't apologize or anything. I had to bring it to Sobo attention to get some support. Wow, that's crazy. Some people that some of the specs they put in there, even for the King Air, are wrong. King blows it away. Yeah, the specs that they have in the King Air and on air are crap compared to what the real King Air has, especially for range, fuel, all that jazz. November 5-4 Delta Charlie. Runways 12 o'clock, 10 miles. Speed your discretion. Contact tower on 118.35. November 5-4 Delta Charlie Toronto. Runway 23. Winds 240 at 19, gusting to 26. Clear to land. I cannot hear his audio at all. I think there's something on his end that's causing that. We'll find out when the next airplane comes in. I have, I think, an 7A320s now and a few CJ4s and Kings, TBM and a new longitude. I'm worried they will take my planes now and just do whatever they want, and that this is not how MMO works. Yeah, that's not very nice. Yeah, no problem, Quirt. Mm, that's updated. Information. Mike is current. November 5-4 Delta Charlie, good morning. Exit left when able. Contact ground on 21-9. Hmm. Wonder what's going on with that. All I hear is him clicking. November 5-4 Delta Charlie. Continue taxi. Hotel Echo Alpha. I am controlling a couple of people flying into Toronto. I don't know what's going on with that though. I really should. I don't want to mess things up, but I really should try and see what happens if I fire up mine and try and test to see if this is something that's on this side or if this is something that is on drone side. Very strange. We didn't have this issue last night, which seems bizarre to me. Let's see if there's any new flight plans. DC, Atlanta, Atlanta, Salt Lake, LAX, Salt Lake. There, let's see if that works any better. Alright, so that's the EAL 711. And that's the Jazz 123. Awesome. They're both coming our way. Dash 8. It'll be a long flight for him. Refills everyone's coffee and tea and lights another torch. Been playing Valheim. It's a fun coup survival Viking game on Steam. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. I never heard of that before. Oh, TMS 2009, you're Jazz 123. Awesome. No worries. That's going to be a hell of a long flight for you, but it's all good. We'll be here when you get here. I don't know, what's your estimated flight time? Your ATE is like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something? A new game published by Coffee Stain, and it's only 20 CAD, so probably 15 US. Well, 20 CAD, I'm Canadian, right? So that's all that matters to me. 15, it's probably 10 bucks. It's probably 10 bucks US. Canadian dollar sucks right now. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably 15, but I always joke that the Canadian dollar sucks so bad. Oh, wow, you got a 100 knot tailwind. That's awesome. That will help you for sure. Drone, I sent you a DM in Discord. I'm not sure if you got a chance to read it yet. No, I'm totally Canadian, Quirt. I live, that's why I'm controlling Toronto. I live 5 hours north of Toronto. What, you can't tell from my accent that I'm Canadian? Drone and I are both Canadian, actually. And so is Scotty. Scotty Juhadi, he's also Canadian. Oh, wow. Yeah, so is Scotty. Scotty lives out in BC as well. Actually, Zodius used to be in BC. He's moved to the U.S. He's working in the U.S. Yeah, no. I'm on Eastern. I'm in Ontario. Master Chief Pilot, good to see you, buddy. I've got things sorted out today. I'm not as stressed, and I actually don't intend to screw up today. So that's a good sign. Yeah, Quirt, he probably does. Actually, as a matter of fact, as much as I love being Canadian, I do love being Canadian. Um, I'm not a big fan of the Canadian weather. I would take any opportunity I could to move somewhere a little warmer or somewhere that doesn't quite get as much snow. I mean, although this winter I can't complain too much. We've hardly had any snow, and it hasn't been that cold. We've been spoiled this year. It's great. Hey, there he is. Thanks, Scotty. Geez, it's early for you. Hopefully you had a good sleep. We were up a little late last night. We've got 2 inbound right now confirmed, guys, coming from Atlanta. We're just chilling on a Saturday morning with the coffee, although it is almost noon. No problem. Big plans. You'll be back later, Scotty? Or are you going to be gone for the night? CFR, where are we here? Let's keep track of those 2 guys. I know it's on my notes here. QFR. 123. And EAL, it was EAL 711. Oh, huh. There we go. We've got them both in the CFR window. Gives me their speed and their altitude, which that's their probably their cruise. Fraser Valley, horrible weather there. And a little wet. Yeah, we won't say that word for sure. Oh, drone responded to me. You started your on-air company in Toronto? That's awesome. Sask Wayne, minus 32 and getting colder here today. Oh my God, Sask Wayne, we haven't had weather like that all winter. This has been the first winter in I don't know how long. The coldest it ever got here was 2 days. It was below minus 20. But like right now, I think it's minus 10. It's been a we've been spoiled this winter totally. It's been wonderful. Okay, that works. That's perfect. It's like an hour away. You're an hour and 15 minutes. That's not too bad. You're now based out of Texas, which your on-air company, Boca. Oh wow. You've had a great year up till now. Well, that's fine, Sasquatch. Wayne, you guys can keep that weather. I don't want that here. We got a 3D print going. It's a 7-hour print that we're doing. It's a mic stand for our MV7 mic. We're gonna start using that a little bit more. It'll be a desk stand for now. I'm gonna order a scissor for it, but I just haven't got around to doing that yet. Not very busy. We got 2 aircraft inbound, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Just a chill Saturday morning. We are planning on flying tonight. Have to figure out where we're going to go. We're in Baker City right now. Utah? No, not Utah. Oregon? I'd have to see. Where are we right now? Yeah, Baker City Municipal, BKE. It's in Oregon. That's where it is. So we will have to definitely have a look at that, Baker City, Oregon, and find out where we're going to go tonight. It's got a huge railway and hub to Mexico with SpaceX Boca. Yes. Update this and see if there's any new flight plans. Nothing new right now. Morning, Sim Crash Mike. How are you this morning? Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, November 806 Sierra Bravo did a flight plan transfer. Out of Ottawa into Toronto. That's another one. 806 Sierra Bravo. It's not there yet. Scheduled departure time at 16:50, which is now. There he is on the ground up there. I did, Quirt. What it looked like to me when it came back down for the landing, really, because the camera, the video that I saw, I didn't get to see it live. Like I got to see SN8, I got to see it on the stream live. Um, I watched the SN9 VOD, and the cameras were crappy. They were in and out and all that crap. But what I found was that I was very disappointed with it looked like one of the engines didn't restart. It looked like one of the engines didn't restart. That's what it looked like. Oh, somebody canceled the flight plan. Odd how they aren't doing full noise dampening on the pad too, but maybe they want to do it without full pad pre-flight soak and noise dampening. Yeah, I don't know enough about how they're doing it. I just know that they're what amazes me is all rockets that they've launched up to this date that I know of since I've been around have had a really large tower, right? They've had the large tower with supports to hold the rocket. But at Boca, they just sit on top of those pads and they got clamps, I guess, that hold it there. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it's shaking, dampening, what the hell it is. But I do find it rather interesting that it's just sitting on a pad in the middle of nowhere. I find that kind of entertaining. Instead of having a big tower. Now, unless the towers are just what they use for loading and unloading astronauts or whatever, but obviously when they start manning Starship, they'll need to have a tower to be able to load people into it. Yeah, that you're right. That is actually it's I think it's the second stage, isn't it, Eric? Because that's the Starship is actually the nose, right? That's where the astronauts will actually ride. Yeah, exactly. They'd have to because that's how they would load the astronauts and payload and all that jazz. They wouldn't load that all in advance, right? But I just find that the pad is just so tiny in a way compared to previous pads. Oh, the Jazz's flight plan has changed here. I wanted to look at this. Landing 3. Uber 4. Yeah, that comes from the west. Ragged 5 comes from the north. And Docks 5 from the north. I think it's Vibley, maybe. Oh, no. It's this one. Verco 1 arrival. Verco 1 Oxman. Linning. Digio83, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you? Starliner getting ready for another test? Yeah, well, SN10's ready to go, right? So that one, JZA 123, is going to be Verco 1. Surviving another day in hell? Oh no. I like how it's just you on for Toronto and no center, but yes, you still have two people flying your way. It makes me wonder if people really do care about having a center controller on. Well, so this is the thing. I mean, if it's this slow, I probably could just control all of center because it's really not that busy. But I think if I was to, I really don't know. I don't want to overdo it myself until I get a little more familiar with it. But yes, definitely the fact that the center controller, I mean, really they're just monitoring you as you're going along your route. So center directs traffic to, let's say, within 80 miles of the airport, and then the approach controller takes over, which is what I'm doing: approach, tower, ground clearance. The center controller is more responsible for people that are just flying through the airspace or getting them to get down to an altitude where they can be transferred over. Just wanted to say hi, but it's time for a lunch break, Digio. Have a great day. You have a great day too. We'll see you later tonight for tonight's stream, if you're available. EWC. Hmm. Interesting that it didn't keep that this time. So I use Navigraph, Quirt. I use Navigraph charts. Oh, you can ask whatever questions you would like. I'm more than happy to answer your questions, especially considering it's not busy right now. But I use Navigraph charts because the Canadian government, for some reason, is pretty, how would you call it, protective of their charts. I'm not sure why. In the US, all the charts are available as public domain or whatever. But in Canada, they restrict them pretty tough. But Navigraph charts is what I use. Mostly they're JEP, I think. Jepson charts. Are they JEP? Yeah, they're JEP. Honestly, if On Air didn't have ILS info, I'd be hard pressed to fly in Canada. It's not. I don't know. It's not that hard. I mean, I use Navigraph charts because I hate going into an airport and not knowing charts, frequencies, and all that other jazz. I prefer having it. No, Mr. Salmonis. I mean, places, excuse me, like VATSIM and all that, they actually grab some of that information and publish it in PDFs, so it is available, but it's usually old. So TMS 2009, something happened to your flight plan. I edited it a little bit. I don't know if you want to look up what I edited, but I updated it a little bit so they make a little more sense. There was some strange stuff in your flight plan. I'm not sure if I broke it, but it's fixed now. So private pilots want their charts, they got to pay for them. They got to pay for them. There is a book that they can buy, and the book it's like, so it's not like individual charts like JEP charts. It's actually a book, and in the book they have, it's called the Canada Flight Supplement. No, um, JEP has charts. That's very expensive, but the Canada Flight Supplement is a book that you can get, which obviously has basic details of airports. But then you can go and buy the booklets for your specific region. So if you're flying in Ontario, you can buy. There's a book that covers most of Ontario, and it's not expensive. 25 bucks or something. It's not expensive at all, but it's paper, right? But honestly, the big thing that pilots do, Mr. Salmonis, now is if I'm a private pilot and I'm in Canada, I'm probably just going to buy ForeFlight. I'm going to buy ForeFlight. Yeah, so EWC is correct. At TMS, then you can expect the Verco 1 arrival. Verco 1 arrival, Oxman. It's props. It's because you're a prop. That's probably why he had you just go direct EWS. Or EWC, sorry. So ForeFlight is affordable if you're a real pilot. You just buy ForeFlight for the region you're in, and that's where you get all your charts and everything from. We were showing something to other ATC. Oh, we were playing around with EWC Direct. Sorry, no problem at all. I updated his flight plan. It's all good. I did actually do something bad this morning. I was trying to look at drone's flight plan, and I was actually in the flight plan, and I went to edit flight plan in the HQ so I could actually see it all on the page. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to edit this, so I saw cancel. So I figured I cancel, and that'll get me out of the edit mode. And then I ended up canceling his flight plan. Whoops. So then I had to create a new one. I'm learning. I'm learning. It's a lot of fun, though. Jimmy, good. How are you? Sasquatch, Trevor, try Flight Plan Go app. It's free. Canadian charts, GPS out, live map on the Samsung tablet. That's pretty cool, Sasquatch. I didn't realize that. I'm doing good, Jimmy. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. I didn't write that down, I guess. I don't think I did. What sounds like a dental drill in the background? Oh, it's my 3D printer. It's just right here off my right shoulder. I'm printing a mic stand for my Shure MV7. Try and get it up off the desk a little bit. That's the dental drill. I'm actually amazed you can even hear that. Oh, the best part is it's free, Sasquatch. That's good. Yeah, I don't mind paying for Navigraph because it's basically everywhere.
Toronto arrival, Eastern 711 with you, just past Mysol, arrival 190.
Eastern 711, good morning. Squawk 7070.
Squawk 7070, Eastern 711 heavy.
Eastern 711 heavy, good morning. Radar identified. Toronto altimeter 2990, information mic is current. Pilot's discretion, descend via the star, cross BIMPO at 8000.
Then by the star, pilot discretion, cross Bimpo at 8000, altimeter 2990, Eastern 711 heavy.
Yeah, so that's an EFB is hard to find, guys. It's hard to find a good EFB that you can use that has everything. So far, the best EFB I've seen, although it's not officially an EFB, is Sim Toolkit Pro. By far, 100%. Everything that thing can do is incredible. But you have to have the Navigraph plugin for it. Obviously, if you have Navigraph, you can add that to SimBrief. It gives you the links. You can load it while you're into Sim Toolkit. You can file flight plans through Sim Toolkit or Sim Toolkit. You can do all kinds of amazing things. Oh, real life EFB? Like I said, if you're a real life pilot, I think the best one is for flight, but you got to pay for it. It's not free. Oh, that's updated. Eastern 711 heavy information November's current altimeter 2091. Correction, 2991.
Altimeter 29901 information November is current, Eastern 711 heavy. And is there a frequency I can get the status on?
Negative, I could give it to you over the radio if you'd like.
Yeah, Roger, I can't get it off of the CPDLC either, so if you could have the ATC on radio, that'd be lovely.
Eastern 711 heavy. Current winds, Toronto. Winds are 230 at 20, gusting to 28. 15 miles visibility. Scattered at 2500. Broken at 3700. Temperature -7. Dew point -13. Altimeter 2991.
Copy that information November, and I assume T3 is active, Eastern 711 heavy.
Eastern 711 heavy, you can expect 24 right today.
24 right, Eastern 711 heavy.
SimBrief is an amazing tool. I love SimBrief. Exactly, Scotty. You pick your region, right? In ForeFlight, you don't have to pay for the whole world. You just pay for what you want or what you need. If you only fly in Ontario, you can pick up something specific for that. I would take the world instead. Yeah, it gets awfully expensive. All right, Scotty. We'll see you later, bud. Thanks for dropping in. After we get this Eastern in, guys, I'm going to go grab another coffee. Hopefully that's all right with you. tell me no. Bio break, exactly. For out the front views, where was that file located? So, Eric, in the uh, it's under where all your aircraft folders are, depending on which install you have. I can't remember the right off the top of my head there. Ottawa, Air Canada 7048. Uh, oh. Eastern 711 Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
Center maintain 5,000, Eastern 711 Heavy. This is Delta 236. Can I get a mic check, please?
Radio check 5x5, Delta 236, Toronto.
And keep going.
Let's test this A350. You won't see my plan just yet. I see that. I was like, it hasn't come up yet. But thanks, dude. Yeah, it's not the community folder, it's the main folder. And then you go into the aircraft and then I'd have to look, dude. I just can't look right now. Sorry, Eric. Eastern 711 Heavy, turn left, heading 330, descend and maintain 3,000.
That's heading 330, descend and maintain 3,000, Eastern 711 Heavy.
Eastern 711 Heavy, turn left heading 260, maintain 170 or greater to NOAA, cleared ILS approach 24 right.
That's heading 260, maintain 170 knots or greater until NOAA. We are cleared ILS, runway 24 right, Eastern 711 Heavy.
The Dash 8 is super fun after 15 flights once you get the hang of it. Yeah, it is. It's a fun airplane. It actually, in real life, my brother flew it for, I don't know, a year or so, and he loved it. Not for 2020, Quirt. It is in the works for Microsoft Flight Simulator, supposedly. What's that company that builds the Q400? I can't even remember their name, but they have a study level one. It's actually pretty good. I just can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. My mind is garbage. Eastern 711 Heavy. Over to tower now, 11835.
11835, Eastern 711 Heavy.
Wow, look at that. We got a flight strip.
Pearson Tower, Eastern 711 Heavy, with you on a 7-mile final, runway 24 right.
Eastern 711 Heavy, winds 230 at 20, gusting to 28. Runway 24 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 24 right, Eastern 711 Heavy.
Eastern 711 Heavy, welcome to Toronto. Exit right when able. Contact ground on 121.9.
Exit right when able, contact ground 121.9, Eastern 711 Heavy.
Yeah, it is a
Ground
lot
Eastern
to ask.
711 Heavy.
Eastern 711 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Charlie Alpha Kilo. Thank you.
We'll go to the South Terminal bar Charlie Alpha Kilo, Eastern 711 Heavy.
Motosua, you going to be a couple of minutes? Do I got time to go grab another coffee? I got to pee and grab another coffee. So as long as I've got a couple of minutes, I'll go do that. You just got your battery on? Perfect. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a couple of seconds. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, 3D printer is making the noise. Sorry about that. Gonna use them to build space stations? Yeah. I hear that's a thing. Coffee's a little cold, but we'll get through it. We should still be on mic, right? 299 or 1. November, actually. American Soldier, how's it going? Turn the heat up in here a little bit. She's getting a little cold. And there. Got one going. We still got the Jazz 123 coming in and the Crash 8. Where's he at? He's getting there. Excuse me. Welcome to Toronto, guys. Glad to have you here hanging out with us. Just a chill Saturday stream. We've got one outbound right now, one inbound.
Toronto, this is Delta 236. Can you tell me the active runway for departure? Is it 23?
Yeah, you could expect runway 23, Delta 236. Information November is current. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 1.
November is current, 23, and is that altimeter 29 or 9 or 1?
That is correct.
Thank you very much, Delta 236.
Thanks for the follow, Dr. Calamari the third. I wonder who Dr. Calamari the second was. I'm guessing your father. And the first may be your grandfather. Thank you very much for the follow. Good to see you. Guys, we'll be streaming the King Air tonight. We're going to leave Baker City in Oregon. And we're going to make our way somewhere else, probably eastbound tonight. Not really sure where, but that'll be at 2400 or 0 Zulu, whichever you prefer. Replica Gaming, how's it going this morning, dude? We're much more relaxed today. No screw ups so far. We're much more relaxed today. Well, one little screw up, but wasn't that bad. Wasn't anything like last night. We're feeling much better today. Feeling much better today. Air Canada 7048. Where are you at? Ottawa, supposed to be. And there you are, still sitting on the ground there. That's good. You should have gotten some more followers last night. We did very well last night. Motosua's raid was awesome. A lot of new people. Got to figure out where we're flying eastbound out of Baker City tonight. I'm not 100% sure where we're going to go to, but... Oh, dude, that was awesome. Thank you so much. There's a solid 40% you're going to fall out of the sky. Will that be my fault? I think it'll be my fault. That's a 40% chance I will fall out of the sky. Yeah. Oh, no kidding, Replica, really? Oh, that's awesome. You've never flown that airplane before? You got it last night? Oh, there is a solid 40% chance. Oh, here we go. We got EAL 711 wants to be a departure as well. Awesome. And what's his plan? Uh, hmm. That hasn't updated. Kept it to Boomba to Boston. Sweet.
Toronto, standby.
No.
Toronto East 711, request clearance to John F. Kennedy.
JFK. Delta 236, Toronto, good morning. As stated before, information November is current. Toronto altimeter 29901. Your clearance is on request. Standby.
Was that for Eastern 711?
Oh, crumbs. Sorry about that. Eastern 711. I was not expecting to hear from you so soon. Sorry about that. Eastern 711, ATIS information November is current altimeter 29901. Your clearance is on request. Standby. I was
Okay,
sure
2991, normal standby.
you had Boston in there. I'll have to look at that. JFK. It is JFK. Okay. Three 330. Eastern 711 Heavy, I've got your clearance if you're ready.
Eastern 711 Heavy, go ahead.
Eastern 711, you're cleared to the John F. Kennedy International Airport. Via Kepta 2 Boompa transition. Flight plan route. Climb 5,000. Expect 33010 minutes after departure. Squawk 0355.
Cleared to the John F. Kennedy, Captain 2 departure, bumper transition, 5,000 feet initially, expect climb level 33010 minutes after departure, squawk 0355, Eastern 711 Heavy.
Eastern 711 Heavy, readback is correct. Pushback at pilot's discretion. Contact ground on 21-9 when ready for taxi.
Pushes at my discretion, will contact you for taxi, Eastern 711 Heavy. And 8711 Heavy, which runway can we expect for departure?
Eastern 711 Heavy, runway 24 right for departure.
24 right for departure, Eastern 711 Heavy.
And super exciting. This is so much fun. We're actually having success today. No major screw ups. Except that I thought the Eastern was Delta 236. That wasn't good. That's what happens when you don't listen. You still want your 787? One day. One day you'll get it. Is that messed up? Did I mess that up? No, seek it. Rickham. That's right. Saber, seek it. Rickham. 244 miles to go. It's all good, man. We'll wait for you to come in. No worries. We'll wait for you to come in. We're in no rush to do anything else. What's your ground speed? Oh, sorry, Quirt, that's you. 244 miles. I do have level 2 jet workshop and mechanic ready. Wow. You wouldn't mind a 350 1000 or a dash? Yeah. Yeah, the A350 is not a bad aircraft. My print is doing okay, considering I haven't printed anything on the printer in a very, very long time. I'm actually quite impressed with the way it's going. The only question I have is whether or not I made the base big enough. Pardon me. I don't know if I made the base big enough. It might be top heavy. A step up from the 320. Is it the C series went to the 200? That's a nice airplane. Sort of like an RJ kind of a deal. A little bigger than that. I think it goes a little faster too. I'm not 100% sure. Longer range than an RJ, but the same cruise Oh, it has the same cruise profile? I thought it was actually a little faster. Definitely more efficient, I'm sure. perf tab isn't giving me V speeds, saying your CG is out of range. All numbers add up. Is the airplane borked or is it legit? 2 minutes to TOD? Sweet. You're doing good then, Jazz. You're still a little ways out, but not too bad. What did I put you on? Yeah, that's right, Verco 1. Do I fly in real life? Red Fox, UK? No, I do not. I started my pilot training many years ago, and they took all my money and declared bankruptcy, and I was left with nothing. But I do have the full-size King Air 350 sim. We'll be flying that tonight at Zero Zulu, streaming right here. We're going to leave Baker City in Oregon and head eastbound, I believe. That'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern, like midnight in the UK. I have to. Bucks. Yeah, it should be good. It'll be a good flight tonight. Eastern. Kept 2. I wonder if my headset's still on. Yep, still good. So we've got the Air Canada 7048 is coming in from Ottawa. We've got the Eastern 711 Heavy departing out of Toronto for JFK. We've got Delta 236 departing out of Toronto for O'Hare. And we've got the Jazz 123 inbound from Atlanta. So not too bad. Good for traffic today. Not too bad at all. It's not so bad. There's the Jazz. What do we got there? Seven 7037. I don't think I have him on here. Seven 7037. And he was doing Verco 1. that up. Verco 1. And that's Bimpo at 8.
For the ground, Eastern 711 Heavy, request taxi.
Eastern 711 Heavy, runway 24 right, taxi via Alpha Kilo Bravo Charlie, hold short 24 right.
Sorry, Eastern 711 Heavy, I'd like to go to de-icing first, actually.
Eastern 711 Heavy, of course you would. Stand by one. Eastern 711 Heavy, taxi de-icing, Alpha Kilo Alpha Sierra, cross runway 33 right, Echo to Echo Alpha.
Alpha Kilo, Alpha, Sierra, cross runway 33 right, Echo, and Echo. 11 Heavy.
Yeah, Eastern 711 Heavy. Just hold at Echo Alpha, and when it's clear, I'll call you and bring you into the central de-ice.
Okay, roger, hold short Echo Alpha, Eastern 711.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
711 Heavy, Alpha Kilo's a bit too close for us to do that sharp of a turn. Can we possibly go to Alpha Lima and then go straight to the de-icing facility?
Absolutely, you can. Eastern 711 Heavy, taxi Alpha Lima, Bravo. Alpha Lima, Bravo 3, cross 33 right, and hold short of Tango.
Bravo 3, cross 33 right, hold short Tango, Eastern 711 Heavy.
That's awesome. Teaches me something. I'm learning, boys. I never anticipated that, but because it's not actually snowing right now. Well, it might be on his sim, but the weather doesn't indicate that it's snowing. It is awesome. It just helps exercise my brain a little bit because, like I said, this is all a learning experience for me, for sure. So he's going to be kept to 2. The 2 4s. It's this one.
Toronto arrival, radio check.
Radio check 5x5, Toronto.
Perfect. We are Jazz 123. We are descending through 17448 direct wind.
Jazz 123, squawk 7037.
Squawk 73. Can you repeat it, please?
Jazz 123, squawk 7037.
7
That is going through on guard, sorry, on ground frequency.
Eastern 711 Heavy, continue taxi into central de-ice.
To the central de-ice, Eastern 711 Heavy.
A pen and paper plus the tablet? Yeah, I've got lots of papers going on right now. Now, let's see if I can grab him now. Uh, Jazz, 123. Good morning, your radar identified. Toronto altimeter 29901, information November is current. Descend pilot's discretion to 8,000, cross BIMPO at 8,000.
Pilot's discretion, descend pilot's discretion, cross Beanpool at 8,000 and QNH is 29901 for Jazz 123.
Jazz 123, readback is correct. Expect runway 24 right.
Roger, we'll expect 24 right.
Nearly ready. She's testing you. See you on the ground. Yeah. Motosua, it's just the way it's going to go. It just wants to try and beat you. The question is whether or not you're going to let it beat you. That's the question. I'd be interested to know if you're going to let it beat you or if you're going to win. I'll tug it there if I have to. Jazz 123 Toronto, do you have the Verco 1 chart on board?
I have the Verco 9 on board.
Yeah, that's fine. So after Verco, your direct Mayrod on the Verco 9, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, I just wanted to confirm that you had that chart. That's all. Thanks very much, Toronto.
Toronto, would you like us to descend further Jazz 123?
Not just yet, Jazz 123. I'll let you know.
Gotcha.
It's 711 heavy, DRC complete.
Eastern 711 Heavy. Taxi runway 24 right via Echo Charlie. Hold short 24 right.
Echo and Charlie, hold short 24 right, Eastern 711 heavy.
Jazz 123, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000 for the S123.
Toronto, this is Delta 236 finally asking for clearance to Chicago, please.
Delta 236, you're cleared to the Chicago O'Hare International Airport via the GoPup 3 Hoke transition flight plan route. Climb flight 1000. Expect your filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 3041. I didn't write down his filed. 4,000.
Can I just get the altitude after the 5,000 initial, please? I didn't quite catch that.
Yep. You'll initially 5,000. Expect 40010 minutes after departure.
Okay, cleared to Chicago via the GoPup 3 on the Hokie transition. Initial flight, flight level of 050. Expect 4140 after 10 minutes. Squawk 3041.
Readback is correct. It will be 400, I believe was your filed altitude, 10 minutes after departure. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready for taxi, Toronto.
That's correct. Flight level 400 is my flight plan here. Contact 121.9 for taxi.
Jazz 11, 123, turn left heading 330. Descend and maintain 3,000.
330 and maintain and descend to 3,000, Jazz 123.
Jazz 123, confirm 330, down to 3,000.
Yep, 330 and 3,000, Jazz 123.
I let him go a little further out than I needed to. Sorry about that. And Jazz 123, continue that left turn around to 260. Maintain 170 or greater to NOAA. Cleared ILS approach runway 24 right.
Continue to 270 and clear the ILS approach and will maintain 170 or greater.
Yeah, that's a left turn to 260 for Jazz 123.
260 for Jazz 123.
Eastern 711 heavy, Toronto ground. When holding short, 24 right. Over to tower, please, 11835.
118 decimal 35, once holding short of 24 right, Eastern 711 heavy.
That poor Jazz aircraft. I've got him 15-mile final. Whoops.
Tower, Eastern 711 heavy, we are holding short 24 right, we're ready for departure.
Eastern 711 heavy, Roger, Toronto Tower. We've got traffic on a 9-mile final. Hold short 24 right.
Hold short for traffic, Eastern 711 heavy.
I could actually get the Eastern off, but because he's a heavy and the Crash A is not, there's going to be some wake turbulence issues, potentially. So I'm actually just going to give them a minute to hold before we cause any mid-air or non-mid-air collisions, runway incursions and such. We don't want to cause any problems for anybody. Plus, we're in no rush here, except maybe the Eastern's in a hurry to get off. Jazz 123, you're 4 miles from NOAA. When ready, switch over to taxi 11835. Sorry, switch over to tower 11835.
Switching to 11835, Jazz 123. Jazz 123 is established ILS 24 right. We are 7 miles out.
Jazz 123 winds in Toronto 240 at 20, gusting to 29. Runway 24 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24 right to Jazz 123.
Sorry about that, Eastern. I probably could have got you off in time. I always hated that when I was flying on VATSIM when I'm ready to go and there's a traffic on a 10-mile final and I'm like, you're really not going to let me go? I would get mad at it. Now I kind of understand why. But it's just because I'm new. I'm not really good at this yet. If I was really good at this, I probably would have had you in there and off by now. Sorry about that. Eastern 711 heavy. Traffic's on a 3-mile final. Runway 24 right. Behind the arriving traffic, line up and wait. 24 right.
Right behind the arriving traffic, Eastern 711 heavy.
Toronto arrival, good day, Jack Canada 705. We are passing flight level 205, descending flight level 180.
Air Canada 704A, Roger, Toronto. Squawk 0370. Charlie Alpha. Juliet. Jazz 123, welcome to Toronto. Exit right when able. Contact ground on 121.9.
Right, when able, and contact ground on 121.9, Jazz 123. Toronto arrival, good day, Air Canada 7048. We are passing 16,700, descending altitude 8,000.
Air Canada 7048 Toronto, squawk 0370.
Squawk 0370, Air Canada 7048.
This is Delta 236 requesting push and start.
Delta 236, push and start approved. Contact ground on 21.9 when ready for taxi.
Push and start is approved. We'll contact on 121.9 for taxi.
Eastern 711 heavy. Winds 240 at 20, gusting to 29. Runway 24 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff 24 right, Eastern 711 heavy.
Air Canada 7048 Toronto. Radar identified. Good morning. Current information November. Current information is Oscar. Altimeter 29903. Descend via the star. Pilot's discretion. Cross. Leapix at 8,000.
Information Oscar with altimeter 29993. We descend via the star and just cross leap at 8,000 feet at Canada 705.
Eastern 711 heavy. Contact departure on 124-475.
124-475, Eastern 711 heavy. Departure Eastern 711 heavy with you, passing 2,800.
Eastern 711 heavy, radar identified, climb flight level 230.
Level 230, Eastern 711 heavy.
Eastern 711 heavy, after noise, turn left, direct Rickham.
Left direct Rickham after noise, Eastern 711 heavy.
Toronto ground, Jazz 123, we are clear of runway 24 right at what seems Charlie 1.
Jazz 123, roger. Continue taxi via Alpha Juliet, Alpha Juliet to the terminal.
Taxiing Alpha Juliet to the terminal, Jazz 123.
Oh, absolutely, you could post your link. Sorry, bud, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I saw that drone. He was just waiting to get a word in edgewise there, I think. And Eastern 711 Heavy, climb flight level 330.
Well, 330, Eastern 711 Heavy.
And Toronto arrival Air Canada 705. Just to make sure, after passing lead box at 8,000, can we further descend on pilot's discretion to altitude 3,000 feet?
Negative, just hold that 8,000. After lead pucks, I will get you down to 5.
Perfect. Holding 8,000, Air Canada 705.
Air Canada 7048, descend and maintain 5,000.
We descend maintain 5,000, Air Canada 705.
Air Canada 7048, continue descent down to 3,000, turn right, heading 210, cleared ILS approach, runway 23.
We're descending altitude 3,000, turning right, heading 210, and cleared ILS approach, runway 23, Air Canada 705.
Eastern 711 Heavy. Radar services terminated. Other center is offline. Frequency changed approved. Have a great night. Thanks for flying with us.
Frequency change approved, Eastern 711 Heavy. Thank you for the ATC. That was brilliant.
Well, I've never heard anybody call my controlling brilliant before, but I appreciate the comments. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll certainly leave some good feedback for you as well.
I appreciate that, sir. Thanks very much. Have a great day.
Toronto, this is Delta 236 requesting taxi.
Delta 236. Thank you very much, sir. Squawk mode C. Runway 23. Taxi via Alpha Golf Alpha Hotel. Hold short 23.
Sorry, I apologise for the squawk. I'll get that sorted now. Taxi via Alpha Golf. Was that Alpha Hotel, then hold short 23?
Affirmative. Alpha Golf Alpha Hotel. Hold short 23.
Roger that. I'll sort out my squawkers now. Thank you. Delta 236.
Awesome, Ray. Good to see you too, man.
Toronto, sorry, again, this is Delta 236. Is my squawk showing now? I'm still getting used to this plane.
Delta 236, I've got something on you, so it looks so good so far, Toronto.
We'll take that. Thank you.
Air Canada 7048, you're 9.6 from the airport. At OMTalk, contact the tower, 11835. Good night. DC Jets, it's actually going pretty good.
Tower 11835, Canada 7048, go. Toronto Tower, good day, Canada 7048, ILS approach runway 23.
Air Canada 7048, continue number 1, winds 240 at 20, gusting to 29.
We continue as number 1, Canada 705.
You had a big...
Toronto, this is Delta 236. I do apologise. I have gone the wrong way. I will do a quick turnaround here and then come back.
Delta 236, Toronto, not an issue. If you'd like to continue on to 24 right, that would be fine. But if you're in the turn for 23, that works better for me.
Yeah, I'll just do a quick Huey here. There's no one around me, and I'll just come back on Alpha. Sorry, I do apologise.
No worries at all, sir. Thank you very much for letting me know. Air Canada 7048, Toronto altimeter 29er runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, altimeter 29er Canada 705. Toronto's ground, this is Jazz 123. Just wanted to say thank you for the controlling and the entertainment during cruise, and hope to see you more around.
Jazz 123, thank you very much for flying with us today. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate you taking the time and hanging out with us, even though I'm new. Thanks very much, man. Have yourself a great day and stay safe.
Thank you very much, and you too.
It's going real good, Beach House. It's going real good. I'm doing pretty darn well, I think. Air Canada 7048, welcome to Toronto. Exit left when able. Contact ground on 219.
Exiting left and ground 101, decimal 9, Canada 708.
Air Canada 7048, 121 decimal 9.
121 decimal 9, Canada 708. Toronto ground, Canada 748.
Air Canada 7048, Toronto ground. Taxi to terminal via Hotel Alpha, Alpha Juliet.
To the terminal via Hotel Alpha, Alpha Juliet, Canada 748.
And Air Canada 7048, you're clear to cross runway 15 right and 15 left.
Perfect. Crossing runway 15 right and 15 left, Canada 705.
Delta 236, contact tower 118.35.
Contact tower 118.35, Delta 236. Tower, this is Delta 236, holding short, runway 23.
Delta 236, winds 240 at 20, gusting to 29, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
That's some winds, clear for takeoff, Delta 236. Thank you.
Golf November 266, you on frequency? Golf November 266, Toronto. Oh, no worries, Master Chief. Just carry on. You're just skirting the outside. If you were another 5 miles to the right, I probably wouldn't have bothered with you. It's all good, dude. It's all good. No worries. Carry on. Delta 236, Toronto, over to departure now, 124,475.
Over to departure for 124.475, Delta 236.
Delta 236 didn't read the noise abatement procedures. It's all good. Just having some fun anyway. Poor Delta 236 is having enough troubles with this airplane.
Departure, this is Delta 236, and yes, I apologise for the noise, but this plane is trying to kill me, but we're in the air.
Delta 236, your radar identified. Climb maintain 230, turn right, direct Tulik on course.
Climb and maintain flight level 230. You said turn right and direct to where, sorry?
Turn right, direct Tulik on course. Tango Uniform Lima Echo Kilo.
Civic, turn right to Civic, direct to Delta 236, sorry.
Master Chief Pilot, if you need a new mic, that's not good. That means you're not going to be able to fly with us tonight. Oh, you're going to the store at lunch? Okay, that works. With the model matching, the traffic is amazing. Just the landing logic needs some refinements. Oh, yeah? Oh, I'm glad. Delta 236, Toronto, continue climb, flight level 400.
Continue climb to flight level 400, Delta 236.
Hello. the climb rate in this thing is disgusting. I was gonna say, like, you're only just passing 13.5 right now. I can't believe that you're still struggling. You should have been past 320 by now, or 230 by now. Delta 236, Toronto Center's offline. You're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Have a good night, sir.
Frequency changed approved. I incredibly appreciate everything you do, my dude. Thank you. Fantastic job. Much love.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Just appreciate all you guys flying with us today.
Tomorrow, this morning, and see you next time, brother.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Air Canada 7048. Appreciate you flying with us. Have a good night, sir.
Good night.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. Toronto's approach is closed, and we're going to switch off and start preparing for our flight later tonight at 0 Zulu. So that's 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to depart out of Baker City. I think it was, Baker City in Oregon. We're going to head eastbound. Should be a lot of fun. Let's see who we can find for a little bit of fun. It should be interesting. Let's see who's online. And let's go find someone awesome to raid, because I believe we got some amazing people. All right, I see one right now. We're going to head over and we're going to see Ozzy in space. Ozzy raids us all the time. He's an amazing individual. Much love for sure. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're looking forward to seeing you guys later tonight. Everybody, you did an amazing job, and thanks for having some confidence in me that I can actually fly or do some air traffic control. Good to see you guys. Thanks very much. We'll talk to you all later, and we'll see you later. This is Cockpit Builders pushing tin in Toronto. We'll see you guys later.